Hey guys, it's Junior. Welcome back to my channel here at Horsepower Warehouse. We have, as always, a ton of really incredible stuff going on here in the shop, but today we are actually going to forego seeing pretty much all of it because I have something that I'm more excited to show you. Right now we are done with a 1966 Corvette. This red coupe, affectionately known as Mom's car. If you guys have seen my previous video, you know when I kind of unveiled this car. It was sent to us from New Mexico. A gentleman inherited this from his mother. She bought it new in 1966. She couldn't drive a manual transmission car, so she spec'd this out for her to drive. In doing so, she drove it from 66 to 2006, put something like 270,000 miles on this car. Just once again, bravo to her. She's my hero for that. But this gentleman inherited the car, had a ton of miles on it, needed some pretty good freshening up. He saw my video where I had done a $20,000 budget restoration on a car and said, "Hey Junior, I'm really impressed with what you were able to accomplish given this man's budget. I have a little bit bigger of a budget. I have a $35,000 budget, but my car requires a little bit more. In fact, mine needs an engine rebuild and a transmission rebuild. I just want everything gone through in both of those, in addition to kind of the stuff that you had done on the previous car that you had shown." So I absolutely aim to please. This thing got a Steve Keach rebuild on the engine, and my objective with this, you guys know it's a 270,000 mile car. I wanted to make it look like a 40 or 50,000 mile car, and I'm going to show you the bottom of it. But as I walk around it, you can see Randy spent 2 days wet sanding and buffing this car. He said it was like, you know, Mom was standing there with him, you know, the spirit of her. We really were proud of our work, but this is really meaningful stuff to us. I feel like this paint, night and day difference, absolute night and day difference. Thank you, Randy. Man, it really made the project. You know, we try our hardest on every other aspect, but if you don't have a team that can knock it out of the park in what they're doing, you know, everything has to come together. Let's go back to the engine bay. This one is, of course, a factory AC car. Power steering, power brakes, automatic, power windows. This thing is loaded. So Mom wanted the amenities, and you know, I'm with her. This guy, I feel like he's really gonna enjoy this car. That was my objective. I know some of you guys are gonna go, "Oh, the bottom of the hood should be painted." Well, it wasn't when it came here. It was just really nasty and dirty. So we decontaminated it and we left it red for him. If he wants to paint it later, it's pretty much ready to be sanded and painted. But for all intensive purposes, he kind of gave me, you know, enough budget to do what I wanted under the hood, to tidy up a lot of things under here that, you know, kind of needed it. It was missing some shielding, and just, you know, I can assure you it was nothing like this. So new tires. Let's go around and check out how the interior came out. Now, new door handles. This one, you wouldn't be able to tell, but it did receive the complete thermal and sound insulation package. You can see we have a box of all the old parts back there. This, of course, is not staying here in Florida. It's being shipped back out to New Mexico just after this video is done, I guess, so gentlemen can enjoy it. But this car was, it's not a challenge for me any more than anything else. You know, it's just more applying budget efficiently and effectively. And I feel like, you know, with this one, guys, we did a good job. You know, again, not trying to pat myself on the back or anything like that. I'm just really proud of my team and what we're able to accomplish here. So I know the proof is in the pudding, and I could talk about how the bottom is pretty, but it's a lot easier to just show you guys. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got the car up on the lift. I really wish it worked that fast in real life, but it doesn't. Let's take a peek underneath here. So as with most of my builds, this all started on the pressure washing lift. Decontamination first and foremost. You can't recoat really anything until you get it down to bare. That's the number one rule here. So I always like to do things the right way. I have a methodical system on how I approach things. So we stripped all the bottom of the car, painted all of the frame, suspension components, things of that nature. Really tried to go over the consumables. I mean, anything that would have been worn out in the 270,000 miles that this car was run, that's kind of what I tried to attack. Now, there was some other things that needed done, you know, the ground straps, all of the hoses on the car. It just kind of goes on all the U-joints, of course. And this is not an NCRS top flight level restoration, guys, so don't judge me as such, but you know, I just really tried to, given the budget of what I had here, try to make this car a lot more presentable top and bottom. So I feel like I achieved it. This thing actually looks pretty dang nice underneath. I think if someone were going to try to purchase this car, I didn't leave any kind of excuses or uh-ohs underneath. And I know this guy will probably never sell the car, but I wanted to make it something that he could be proud of. At the end of the day, you know, this was Mom's car, so I hope she's looking down on us and she's proud of my job, if nothing else. And I sure hope the customer enjoys this, because it was a lot of work, but man, I'm proud of it. So next time, just a sneak peek. That's new. If you haven't seen that, you can see Sean and Xander here working on resto mods. Ivana's over here in the Saddle 63. We are working our way through the shop. We have a ton of progress to cover. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough time in today's video to do so. So I will be back with you. I'm going to show you guys probably next time a little bit of that and a little bit of what's going on over here, because I have some really, really cool stuff that's just killing me not to show. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, take care.